Hey friends, how's it going? This is Ryan Keeby coming to you with another edition of Keeby's Community. Today we are joined once again by Shelby Klingensmith with the Center for Family Services. Shelby is here talking with us today about Peace for Crawford and specifically the Hope Line. And also we're going to talk about some stress management tips, for families out there who are looking for some information in how to deal with stress during this stressful time. Shelby, first and foremost, for those who are not aware of what Peace for Crawford and the Hope Line is, could you go ahead and run us through that a little bit?
Well, the Hope Line is a no cost service. Anyone out there, where you call the phone numbers. There's a couple of numbers which, well, if you guys can add the flyer at the end, that'd be great. Um,
Yeah,
where
absolutely.
they can help you find resources. You can call and tell them about different stressors that are going on with your life. Like it could be financial, it could be food related, housing. They can help you find and connect you to resources that can help you with those, which is really nice. Oh, and they're
Fantastic.
go on from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
All right. Well, hey, so Shelby, what types of tips do you have available today for those families who are really in high stress environments right now where they are just looking for some resources and how to deal with the stress and cope with it? What type of resources are you able to provide?
Well, I wanted to talk about stress management that we can do ourselves. So one of the tips is positive thinking and getting out of the routine of thinking negatively about yourself or being self-deprecating. So instead of thinking I can't do something, change that to I can, and more a lot more pats on the back so that you just like praise yourself more because you know you can do these things. You've overcome obstacles in the past. You can overcome these obstacles too. And another tip that I always talk about, which can probably be the hardest one, is finding ways to relax. I know I can struggle with this one myself sometimes, but just being able to take um, 5 minutes and walk to another room, like especially if you're a parent and the parenting stressors are getting a little overwhelming, walk to a room for 5 minutes. Go stand outside on the porch and take a deep breath so that um, you're not overwhelming yourself.
Absolutely. And if you are overwhelming yourself and you need somebody to talk to, I know that there is a hope line that is being run by Peace for Crawford. And I was hoping that you could talk a little bit about the hope line.
Yes, the Hopeline is an amazing service. It's kind of like a hotline where you would call in. They're open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. I do believe Monday through Friday. And it's a no cost service where you would call in, tell them about whatever stressors are going on in your life, and they can help you find resources that will that are specific to your needs. So if it's food related, housing, they can help you find those resources. It's also just nice to have someone to talk to too that um, maybe just being anonymous and letting them know that you have these stressors going on and letting that out and opening that communication can really be a big relief in general.
Absolutely. Sometimes we just need somebody to talk to, right? And I think that it's very important that people are able to express their feelings and talk to somebody who's willing to listen. For somebody who's wondering, who's on the other end of that line whenever I call. To my understanding, there's a number of volunteers for what from Women's Services and from other organizations. What can somebody expect whenever they call in?
When they call in, they can, like you said, it's mostly volunteers who work the line from Women's Services, people who have worked with individuals before that have had stressors. So they really know how to open conversation and speak with you in a non-judgmental and unbiased way, because they're really just there to help you.
That's very good to know. Very good to know. So, in regards to, talking about stress management and how, we already said that, you sometimes you just got to change that mindset over, that could be huge. What other types of tips do you think would help somebody out?
Well, so what we're finding to be very difficult is that we don't get to have as much human touch right now. So that is one of a big stress relief for people, is that social interaction. Getting to hug and shake hands, that's a big part of our culture. However, even though we can't have that physical touch, we can still communicate with each other, maybe talking with each other over Zoom, over the phone, anything like that, to just keep communication open and just chat with one another and let everyone know that, like, this is what's going on in my life. These are the things that I have found helpful. They're the things that I'm struggling with. Because we're all struggling at this point in time. There's no one person that's not. So to be able to let everyone know what's working and what's not can really help close those gaps and help us find more interventions to help each other.
Absolutely. Well, hey, Shelby, thank you for everything that you're doing, with Hope Line and with the Center for Family Services. Any last messages that you'd like to get out and into our community?
Well, first and foremost, take care of yourselves. Um, Relieve stress in whatever way works best for you. Like I said, communication, relaxation, positive thinking. The Hope Line is there for you. You can always go to the Center for Family Services Facebook page, where there is a flyer for the Hope Line if you want more information on it.
Absolutely. There are a number of different resources that are available in our community. Like Shelby just said, please seek out those resources and use them. Most of them are free resources and, a lot of things available in our community. Thank you so much, Shelby, for supporting the community, and hope you have a great day.
You too. Thank you.